Westbrook, don't do
Not
it.
Westbrook.
Nah,
Definitely not Westbrook.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Come on, CC. I believe.
There we go. I found it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Good help.
No!
Yeah,
that's dirty, John. There we go. John, that's
There's
dirty.
that whistle.
The superstar treatment.
For real. Was that a 2 or a 3?
I think it's 2.
That's a 2.
Okay, good.
Oh, I thought it was
I saw 3. I don't know.
All right, point 6.
Y'all imagine that. Come on.
They keep fouling him. He keeps making them.
1-point game at the half. Exciting times.
Let's take a halftime break and jump over to my team for some tips on coaching.
Hello, test mic. 1, 2. Hello. Test mic. Oh, di ba? Galing. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back sa isang namang live stream with your Tita Pipo. So we will play NBA again today. Don't forget to leave a like, share the video, and leave a comment down below. Magpapasko na. Ano ng tip nyo? So, ang lalaro natin is ang Utah Jazz against Detroit Pistons game today at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Start na ba to? Anyway, let's go. Utah Jazz tayo. Yellow uniform. We have Keontae George, Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, John Collins, and Walker Kessler. Jazz is at the bottom of the standing, guys. I don't know what's happening. Pero Jazz pa rin tayo. Start the game. Again, our difficulty is tinaas na natin. Nag-all-star na tayo. Binaba ko siya kahapon. Pro. Pero parang medyo okay na. Medyo nasanay na tayo sa gameplay. So, tinaas na natin siya ulit sa all-star. Tignan natin kung mananantay yung
Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for Cade Cunningham.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
I'm checking out Utah's opening lineup. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. And it's Kessler in at the 5. And for the Pistons, sliding in at the wing spot, it's Ivy and Hardaway Jr. Inside for him, it's Harris and Durant. And it's Cunningham in at the point. So, Brent, at this point of the season, do teams still have time to figure things out?
I think there's always time, Kevin, to figure out where you are. Again, the expectations in the early part of the season about how competitive your team was going to be, that's critical in your decision-making as to what you want to do with the roster. But if you think that you can get into a deep playoff run, you've got to be honest about how these parts are fitting in and whether or not you need a change.
Now, here's Markkanen. Got a hand on it and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And we've got rapper Big Sean in the building here tonight. A native of Detroit and a big NBA fan.
Always great to see him cheering on his hometown team. It's clear how much he loves attending games.
Cunningham's shot is off. And it's Utah's ball. Sexton the pass to Markkanen. The Jazz working the ball around now. Down low, it's stolen by Harris. Cunningham left side. Here's Durant. Poked away.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to George. Kessler, a screen on Hardaway. Lets it go from 14. Kessler, no good. Here's Cunningham. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
Outside Collins. Pass to Markkanen. Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. Over Hardaway. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Yeah, Markkanen, not a guy you want to leave alone.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Shot by Collins, no good. And it's Detroit's ball. For Jaden Ivey, the offense, Brent, looks great. Defensively, though, there's a lot to improve on.
Well, sometimes as an individual defender, you can look worse because the team defense isn't there. And so there's been sort of this reflective quality about that. But for Jaden to take on or take the next step, certainly defensively, with all of that athletic ability, he could be elite on that end of the floor.
And here's George. After Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. Markkanen from outside. They get it back. It's not going to go for him. Detroit leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Harris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Duran against Kessler. Back to George. Kessler setting the pick for George to the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jalen Duran. Utah shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
That's good from Kessler. That one is no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Detroit. 4-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Here's Markkanen following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Kessler, and the layup's good off the glass.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Now, here's Ivey. Tapping on the board.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the 2 areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Some of the numbers here on Lauri Markkanen. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Jazz trail by 7. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Collins. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Here's Cunningham, defended by George. Cunningham's shot is off.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here is Hardaway. He's coming off a 16-point game against Miami. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Collins. The three. Duran pulls it in. Detroit leading by 7. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Harris's shot is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Cunningham against George. Pass to Collins. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrants.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And he knocks down the first one.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
And George drops them both. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart comes in for Duran, and it's Howland in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The shot by Ivy, no good. Jazz trail by 5. George with the ball. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Clarkson. Drives to the hoop, and the shot goes down.
That is a tough move for Clarkson. Not the biggest guy on the floor, but making the biggest plays.
Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff.
Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And Will Hardy is called timeout. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Keontae George is second.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And, guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
Here's George. Outside Collins. Back to George. Clarkson for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Now, here's Clarkson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really good job on the timing of that cut into the lane. The speed that Clarkson has can be a problem for the defense.
Collins kicks to Harris. Uncovered. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 5. Collins looking around. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. They get it back. Kessler. Collins, a screen on Ivy. Clarkson passes to Collins. Clock at 6. Markkanen kicks to George. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons leading by 5. Inside, here's Cunningham. Can't cash in from close range. Jazz shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Pass to Clarkson. Over Stewart. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Clarkson's got 8 points. Detroit's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Cunningham against George. Cunningham passes to Stewart, and it's sent back by Kessler. Kessler setting the pick for George. Pass to Kessler. Ivy against Clarkson. The 3 from George. Rebounded by the Pistons. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Love the aggressive attitude from Collins, making the D whack him on the way up.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Jazz, John Collins, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Interesting for a guy his size. Collins, a guy who can score at all 3 levels, so an all-around offensive game.
A different look here for Detroit. Hardaway's checked in for Tobias Harris. Malik Beasley comes in for Ivy. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. Then for the Jazz, Lepowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's Sexton. For Keontae George.
And what I appreciate about Collins is he plays his role well, and an efficient player because of it.
Sasser gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 4. The Jazz shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Collins. Clarkson on the wing. Collins, a screen on Beasley. Clarkson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Ron Holland.
Got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst, and when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Throw good. Clarkson.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit. Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Detroit making a switch here. Thompson's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Sensabaugh is checked in, and both free throws good for Clarkson. The Pistons leading. Beasley outside. Outside Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Holland. And that one is hammered home.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Sensabaugh. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. Jumps up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now, here's Sexton. He had 15 points last out. Out to the right wing. The Jazz working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by Stewart. And Beasley has the ball here for the Pistons. 6-point lead. Markkanen with the block.
And Markkanen showing all 7 foot of himself there.
The Jazz making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in.
Number 15, Drew Eubanks.
It's Beasley on the wing. Defended by Sexton. Here's Holland. The rebound by the Jazz. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Pass to Filipowski. 29 seconds left to play in the first. 5 on the clock. Outside, Sexton. Sinks the three-pointer.
Looking better and better from that range is Colin Sexton.
Hardaway against Clarkson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Pistons shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Team second. At the line for Detroit, Tim Hardaway Jr. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Filipowski. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Jazz trail by 5. They've got Holland, Malik Beasley out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Here's Filipowski. Hasn't made one yet. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Sexton's shot is good. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Here's Sexton. Malik Beasley making his last shot. Back to Sexton. Here's Clarkson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, the more Clarkson plays in the pick and roll, it seems like he gets confidence, and the better he becomes. Tough cover for the D.
And it's good. 2 points. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Thompson. Outside, Sexton. Utah gets it back. Second shot opportunity. And Clarkson with the layup. Clarkson's got 14 points.
Well, a lot of ways that Clarkson can beat you. Most of the time it's off the dribble, but when he's shooting the ball well, he's a dangerous offensive player.
Now here's Hardaway. He has 5. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Clarkson on the wing. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Beasley, the pass to Holland. And here is Hardaway. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
And here's Sexton. He's got 6. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Filipowski. Right side, Sexton. Over Beasley. The shot by Sexton, no good. Pistons leading by 4. And Thompson slams it home.
Man, his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Here's Holland. He has 6. Here's Thompson. There he goes.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
So fast of foot on the run. Asir, tough to catch.
Now, here's Sexton. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Clarkson for 3. Holland with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Beasley outside. Hardaway for 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Holland. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Clarkson passes to Filipowski. And he stuffs it. One a pass to set him up.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Clarkson. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. Williams has checked in. Mills, he's checked in for Utah. Thompson, high post. He had 19 points in the win against Miami.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Clarkson. Trailing by 4. Mills looking it over. 5 to shoot. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Thompson outside. Beasley against Clarkson. Stewart with the screen on Clarkson. Beasley with a clean look. Nailed from three-point land. Beasley's got 7 points here in this quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Beasley against Clarkson. Hills with it from the arc. Thompson with the rebound. to the middle. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And he gets it to go. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now here's Williams. It's deflected. In transition, here come the Jazz. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Holland with the rebound. Holland's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a different look here for the Pistons. All Reed's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Asar Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Williams. Now, here is Reed. Harris looking it over. Collins grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 7. Outside Clarkson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Part of what makes Clarkson a threat on every possession, he can do it inside, outside, anywhere on the floor.
For Utah, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Throw good. Clarkson, a different look here for Detroit. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Paul Reed. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Fontecchio. And Ivy subbed in for Beasley. Utah also making some changes. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Williams. And Georgia subbed in for Collier. So he gets them both. Pistons leading by 5. Outside Hardaway. Cunningham sets a screen for Hardaway. Over Kessler. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 7.
Most years, Tim Hardaway Jr. puts up around 14 points per game. He's become a reliable scorer.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
If you see something on the screen, then you know what to do.
He's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Let's now go to the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. See the league's top assist man. Cade Cunningham, 3rd.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Now, here is George. Sexton finds Collins. Outside for Sexton. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. Kessler passes to Sexton. The Jazz with another miss.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his 2nd season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And here's Collins. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. Collins, a screen on Cunningham. George. And it's George finishing it off.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Detroit leading by 8. Now Ivy still without a basket. Harris outside. And another three for Detroit.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Kessler. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. Pass to Sexton. 6 to shoot. Collins setting the pick for Sexton. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Collins.
And just getting more and more dangerous on the pick-and-roll situation. John Collins with a smart play there.
Now, here's Cunningham. A 20-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And he also controlled the backcourt as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
George with the ball. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. And they double up Markkanen. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Sexton. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another. And that can be infectious.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, the work ethic from Ivy is something that has gone unquestioned in his young career.
George against Cunningham. On the wing, Markkanen. And they double up Markkanen. From deep, George. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, DA, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. 34 seconds left to play here in the half. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 9. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Cunningham's got 11 points.
Cade eager but not rushed that time, just jumping at the chance for the quick shot.
It's stolen by Duren. And here's the break. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's Detroit. They lead by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Hey there, everyone. This game has been a real showcase for Tobias Harris so far.
When we talk about underrated scorers in this league, Tobias Harris has to come up. All he does is go out there and get 20 points a night, and he's not a ball-dominant player.
No, not at all. Tobias is a great complementary player. He works in any system. Unlike you, Kenny, you should have been fired already.
And now, let's check out games in progress from around the NBA. A tightly contested game for the Wizards up against the Charlotte Hornets. A 1-point advantage for them in the third.
Yeah, so far neither team can capture momentum and sustain it.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So on the floor for Utah, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's George in at the point guard.
Well, Sexton feeling it right now, being assertive and getting to the spots on the floor that he wants to operate.
Ivy kicks to Cunningham. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Back to George. Collins setting the big for George. Shot clock at 5. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Collins.
And they're forcing the ball inside.
working like a charm.
Cunningham looking it over. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got rebound number 8 now on the night. George passes to Sexton. Harris against George. Pass to Kessler. Collins a screen on Harris. With the second effort, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
At the line for the Jazz, John Collins.
One shot.
One shot.
And that one falls for Collins. Detroit leading by 8. Here's Cunningham, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
Outside, Markkanen. Here's George. And the layup falls. George has got 6 points.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Harris. Rebound, Utah. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
Well, he's a capable shooter, but I like the initiative there from Tobias, taking it inside, forcing the defense back, and drawing contact.
The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And he makes the first.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Jazz trail by 9. George looking over the floor. Sexton kicks to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sexton with it. Hardaway picks him up. The shot by Sexton, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for the Pistons. Cunningham passes to Duran. Hardaway sets a screen for Harris. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at Detroit. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
And I think for the Pistons, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And that one drops for him. Sexton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Toughness there shown by Collins. Sexton, no stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ivy's got 5 points so far.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And when it comes to Jalen Duran, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical and strong and can rebound and gives you a different presence on the inside.
And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Jazz trail by 10. And here's George. 8 points for him. Left side, Sexton. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hardaway kicks to Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Collins. On the wing, George. Covered by Cunningham. He gets it in there. Kessler's got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Duren slams it in.
Duren, one of the league's most powerful players. He doesn't mess around close to the basket.
Pass to Kessler. Now, here's Sexton. Duren pulls it in. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, he's an efficient scorer in this one. Harris can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Outside Collins. Pass to Sexton. Buries the long-range jumper. Sexton's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. Now, here's Duren. He's covered by Kessler.
Well, there are a myriad of reasons why Cade Cunningham went first overall in the draft, but his incredible passing is certainly at the top of the list.
Now, Collins. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The kick out to Cunningham. Outside Hardaway. Dives for it. No good from outside. Sexton the pass to Collins. Count it. That's 10 points for John Collins.
Don't want to give up that kind of position to Collins at that kind of length. I think he's going to do some damage.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
No good on the free throw.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Holland, he's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Beasley in for Jaden Ivey. Good on the second free throw. Jazz trail by 10. Clarkson outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Kessler the screen. Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
Oh, incredible effort from Clarkson on that play. Willing to give everything to make it an N1 opportunity.
The Jazz have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. A different look here for Detroit. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren, and Moore subbed in for Cunningham. Free throw good. Clarkson. Here's Beasley. He has 7. Pass to Holland. Here's Harris. Another shot. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And they're moving it up. Goes up. And slam dunk by Harris.
The combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
Here's Sensabaugh. He has yet to score. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Clarkson against Beasley. Kicks it out to Markkanen. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons leading by 11. Beasley in the post. He's covered by Clarkson. And Stewart gets it to go. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Markkanen. Beasley against Clarkson. Tries again. And Kessler with a nice bucket inside. Kessler's got 9.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, a 4th turnover there. That's just a rough, sloppy game.
A different look here for Detroit. Asar Thompson comes in for Tobias Harris. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Moore. And a switcher also for Utah. Eubanks, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 13-point game. Beasley with the steal. Here's Thompson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Filipowski.
This rookie, Thompson, is special. A talented guard who does a little bit of everything.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, first and foremost, it's the athletic ability and that raw talent. It's there for Asar Thompson. He's just got to keep developing and refining all the little micro skills.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Jazz trail by 11. Here's Clarkson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Sasser. He's covered by Clarkson. Pass to Stewart. Lots of room. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Pistons lead by 13. Clarkson right side. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Here's Eubanks. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Back to Sasser. Just 5 to shoot. Stewart a screen. On its way from Beasley for 2, and they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz.
Number 13, Isaiah Collier.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Pass to Sensabaugh. Off target from 3-point range. Pistons leading by 11. Here's Holland. He's got 6. Now here's Beasley. Jacks up a three. That shot off. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Detroit Pistons. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Asar Thompson is out there with Holland. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Sasser in at the point. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pass to Sensabaugh. 8 feet away. Rebound by the Pistons. At one point, they led by 16. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. They get the rebound. Here's Stewart. Off with the layup. Here's Holland. Tries a three. Connects from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 16. Utah shooting reasonably well, 45%. Clarkson taking his time here. He was all alone on that one.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Sasser. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Filipowski.
At the line for Detroit, Sasser. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for the Pistons. And a switcher also for Utah. Sheboy's checked in. Jazz trail by 15. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Williams against Thompson. Beasley with the steal. Sasser gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Clarkson outside. Here's Filipowski from outside off the mark. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 17-point lead, their biggest. Beasley outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Sasser. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Do you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Here's Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 9 points now in the game from Asar Thompson. Clarkson on the wing. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Williams passes to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sasser. Back to Beasley. Stewart down low. He's covered by Clarkson, and Stewart gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Clarkson. Rebound, Detroit. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Clarkson missing again.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Driving in and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Saturday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
And yes, it's good. Harris has got 30.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the Jazz call time here. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren. Holland comes in for Harris. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Williams in for Cade Cunningham. Williams, he's checked in for the Jazz. Colin Sexton comes in for Clarkson. Sexton for 3. Good on the three-point shot. 21 points in the game.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And that one falls for Williams. And Williams drops them both. Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Beasley with the screen on George. Williams against George. A 3-ball. Williams can't hit. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Driving the lane. Williams kicks to Collins. Outside for George. Collins, a screen on Williams. George passes to Collins. Holland with the rebound.
Hey, thank you, bro. To bro James.
Mr. Williams.
And the dunk
by Stewart.
Stewart, even though he's built a little stocky, can get up off the deck, that time with a huge jam.
Now Collins. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man to man, it's hard.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Paul Reed comes in for Isaiah Stewart, and Moore subbed in for Williams. To the inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
George dishes to Sexton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game.
Free throw good, Sexton. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. 8 feet away, and there's another one for the Pistons.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Outside Collins. Pass to Sexton. It's the three-point bomb. Sexton's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Beasley outside. And he makes that one.
Usually don't have to give excuses for Beasley to score. Now he's going to look for more opportunities.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Asar Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jazz passing it around. From deep, George, and Utah another three.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Back to Thompson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Outside Collins. Outside Sexton. No good on the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Here's Clarkson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And the Pistons making a change here. Swider's checked in. Free throw good. Clarkson. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Holland. Fontecchio.
2 minutes.
Thompson left side. Over Sexton. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got 11 in the second half. Utah's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Let's find out the news on Lauri Markkanen. David, what's the update?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Jazz's head athletic trainer. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And that one misses. All Reed's checked in for Detroit. Williams comes in for Malik Beasley. And Utah also making a switch. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Colin Sexton. And he's good on the second. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And George kicks to Clarkson. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pistons.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tobias Harris.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Outside, George. Pass to Collins. In the corner, it's Kessler. Collins passes to George. Down low. Here's Clarkson. Moore with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Jazz making a change here. Sexton's checked in.
Number 2, Colin Sexton.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Thompson passes to Reed. Fader on the way. Kessler with the rebound. Williams against George.
Yeah, easy call.
Williams, first personal foul. Penalty situation. At the line for the Jazz, George taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That one misses. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Kessler, no good. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now we present the player of the game, Tobias Harris.
So, yun na nga. Talo tayo. Talo tayo sa game to. Pero in real life, Utah Jazz won 126-119 in this game. Talo tayo. And Jordan Clarkson with 32 points, Sexton with 27. Sayang. Okay, so hanggang dito na lang ating live. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, share the video. Follow me on Twitch. Bye-bye. Shoutout James Robert. Salamat sa panonood.